Tim requested to talk about this
Yes.
conference personally. He's like, we're doing conference talk, predictions, over-unders, all this. He goes, I want to talk about the American Conference.
Hey guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell for notifications. That way you never miss one of our brand new shows, the Picks and Parlays Power Hour. We're talking football Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern. Don't forget to jam that bell for notifications.
And I'm like, all right, Tim, talk about the American Conference. Odds and predictions here are the American. One of my favorite. I like conferences like this, the American, the MAC, the Sun Belt, Fun Belt,
Yes.
teams that you'll get some smaller schools in there.
But those are always the more fun games.
Man, they are. They just are. I mean, you don't blink, don't go to the bathroom unless it's a commercial because you could miss 2-3 touchdowns.
Exactly.
So talk to me about the American here. I got you down for some. I know your plays here, and I'm okay with most of them. I'm just telling you right now. Go ahead with your band.
I made sure I got him. I'm an East Carolina guy. I mean, the ESP headquarters is in Greenville, so got to go with my Pirates. But no, looking at the certain teams, I feel like going right into it, you could just take a bunch of teams and just throw them away. They'll end up finishing at the bottom of the league. So Temple is not going to be good. USF, South Florida, not good. Mm-hmm. Navy, not good. Tulsa, not good. Those teams will finish bottom of the barrel. Tulane will take a step up. I think they had a decent season last year. I think they had to take a slight step up, but nothing crazy. Memphis had a good year last year. I think they take a slight step down this year. SMU, I think, is going to be about the same as they were last year, if not take a slight step down. Obviously, my Pirates, I think they take a step up. And this is one of the biggest years for them to do it. They're facing 4 ranked teams this year: NC State, BYU, Cincinnati, and Houston, according to the preseason rankings, of course, because some of those teams will definitely drop out. Cincinnati will definitely be an interesting team to see. I think they take a slight step down. UCF, I think, take a big step up. I think they're going to be one of the most competitive teams in this conference. But when it comes to it, I got a couple of win totals. I like UCF, obviously, to take a big step up in the win totals. I think they win 9+ games. I think they have a very favorable schedule. East Carolina, same deal. I think they take a step up, win 6 or 7 games, and make a bowl game again. And I know this is not going to be the popular pick, and when Craig sees it, sorry, but I think his Wildcats or Bearcats take a slight step down, losing Desmond Ridder and one of their top safeties. It's going to be a tough one.
13-1 last year to under 9.
Yeah, I think Cincinnati can legitimately finish 4th in this league. I 3rd or 4th in that area. I think SMU will be around where they are. I think East Carolina will be around where they are. My top 2 teams in this conference, though, I think UCF finishes like 9-3 area. I think they're the second best team in this conference. Houston is the team I'm going to be the highest on. I think they go over. I think they win the AAC. They were so close last year going up against Cincinnati, who had the best year in American Conference history besides when UCF ran the table and ended up beating Auburn in a bowl game and all that stuff. Cincinnati had one of the best seasons there, but they lost some of their big players. Houston lost 2 games last year. AAC championship game versus Cincinnati and week 1 versus Texas Tech. Houston's got a very, very favorable schedule. Honestly, as much as I don't want to see it happen, I think they run the table. I think their toughest game, I mean, they don't have to play Cincinnati.
Yeah, that's the thing. They don't have to play Cincinnati.
They play no ranked teams.
The Texas, so I think the toughest last year was a little fluky, week 1, and they got beat by Cincinnati, a good Cincinnati team last year.
And that game was close. That game was close. Right. And when I look at Houston's schedule, the toughest games I see are 2 out of the last 4 weeks of the year. They're in SMU, which is going to be a tricky game, and it's always difficult to go to Greenville. But I think it's going to be a very – and even Houston ECU is going to be a great game because that game went to overtime last year in Houston. I think that one could be an interesting game. I think Houston wins the AAC. I think they're the best team in the AAC. And when it comes to it, that's where I'm going to see the best value. If you don't want to go after Houston, I think the other team that's going to be in the AAC championship game is UCF. So if you want to grab them at plus 300, one of those teams I think wins it. I think Cincinnati takes a step down. But at the end of the day, these are going to be a lot of fun matchups. And with this league, you're either going to get super, super high-scoring games, or some games you're going to have teams that just shut down other teams. So the American Conference is going to be one of the most fun conferences for me to watch. Obviously, I'm an East Carolina person, but this is one of my favorite conferences, and there's going to be a lot of exciting games in the American this year.
I think there's 4 teams, and you mentioned all 4, that there's talent-wise is up there. And then it just, again, drop off.
Yep.
Man, I'm talking like major drop off. And it is what it is. But I like this Houston pick. I like this Houston team. I think they're fun to watch. This conference is fun to watch. I mean, I'm just saying, so look for them, a lot of scores and stuff like that. So look for that. I like Houston over 9 wins. I could get behind that all day. And I think
they're 11-1.
All of that.
11-1 or 10-2 at the worst.
The one I'm a little iffy on is I think Cincinnati gets to 10 wins. I think they can compete. They still take a step back, but at 10, I think they still get double digits. That's the only thing on that, though. But I think UCF has a really good chance to compete. That's probably Houston's biggest competition is UCF in this.
Correct.
This year is, I think, it's theirs to kind of take it away. And ECU, I'm always rooting for them. So let's go. Oh, yeah. ECU to win the whole damn thing. But a whole damn thing.
But easy.
But we'll take Houston over 9 wins plus 200 to win that AAC. All right, Tim Earle, tell us what you got going on over at Picks and Parlays and everything like that.
Still running with baseball. WNBA's in the playoffs. CFL still going on. NFL preseason, regular season's right around the corner. Saturday, week 0 of college football. Lots of good stuff, and before we know it, NBA, NHL, and college basketball will be thrown right into the mix. So lots of stuff coming up, and I'm super excited to get into everything.
Awesome. All right, don't forget when you're over at picksandparlays.net, you're looking for Tim Earle or any of the other premium handicappers, use that promo code NFL, save you 20% off the entire site. Till then, Tim Earle's telling you take Houston over the wins, take them to win the AAC.